Hi there. Only 7.5 minutes late today. She's getting better, but I was getting off on the fact I was starting the show dead on one sort of ish for a while now. It kind of reminded me of being back in the day in transmission where all the TV programs would be going out to the second. Um, but the great news is yesterday the Wi-Fi router arrived from Virgin Media. Um, I'm not sure if the signal strength's as good as the old one, but it works, and I'm now back in the room I'm decorating, and so it's great. I don't have to swap wires around and get confused and things. So here we are. All the wallpaper on this side of the room has been stripped off. Unfortunately, it's a bit of wood there either side of the brick, which must have been for the fireplace hit. I don't know what to do with that, whether to get rid of it, then I'd have to get rid of the fireplace as well. Ceiling's all stripped off with my trusty. You've got to get yourself one of these. Mind you, after I've done the other two rooms in the house, I won't need to use it anymore actually. So there we are, I guess that'll be up for offers. Right, now, my brother's over at the moment, he doesn't want to be on this, so that's alright. Stay in the kitchen, Nick. You alright? Have a cup of tea? Soup. Okay. So, today, just been out in the sunshine, which is nice. I was late. Very excited to see the Google homepage had a Moog synthesizer. It still has the Moog synthesizer on it this morning, so I didn't think I'd be leaving the house just because of that. But then my brother said no, he's here to play games. Had a little visit from my friend Craig Turner, who gave me an interesting proposition. But yeah, anyway. So here we have my first computer, because my brother was here. We were getting out some old systems. We started off the day with a Sega Mega Drive. Who cares? Sega Mega Drive, good games, played Sonic, but at the end of the day, we wanted a proper nostalgia trip. Look at that. Now the light came on when we switched it on, but it wasn't communicating with the telly. Now, to get geeky on you, there is like a 5-pin DIN in the back, and that goes into a modulator, and then that goes into the telly. But the 5-pin DIN, it gives out the raw video and audio. So I knew that if the modulator was bust, which I thought it was, then just turn the telly on, then it'd still be able to rig up a lead somehow. But when I had a look at the connections inside, it was obvious one of the connections had fallen off, and so all it needed was one bit of soldering with my awesome soldering gun. You can feel that vibrate when it works. It heats up in no time, and it worked. So don't bring broken bits of technology to me, because believe me, that's probably about the only thing I've managed to fix in the last 10 years. So here we go. Going to switch it on. There it goes. Screen coming up. Oops, can you see that? Oh, screen on the Mac's gone. Come down. So that's that. Now, VIC-20s came with cartridges because a lot of the games needed more than the 3K you get with it, and so they could stick a lot more on the cartridges. Whoops, quite a cost-effective way to do it. Here's one of the first. This is the first game we put on actually, which is fantastic. So I'm just going to stick that in. There's a 16K RAM pack in there at the moment, which you needed for later on where you could load games in off tape. But cartridges now. Let's see if this works, because cartridges are quite finicky. It has worked. Now, I've got to probably look this up, but at the moment you can see the game's slightly off the edge of the screen. No idea why that is. Joysticks, compatible with the old Atari game system, so I just chuck one in the side. Let's see if this brings back any memories for you. Okay. So hang on. You've got to eat cheese. You've got these rats coming after you. Like that. Ooh, bit of stardust. That confuses them. Whoop. Cats mustn't collide with the cats. Can you see that alright? No, it's not good. It's great, is it? But anyway, that's some of that. Can you see up my nose? But it's basically you're going around a maze, eat the cheese, chased by rats, stardust them to confuse them a little bit. You can make them crash into each other and have a little fight. Eat all the cheese onto the next level. Now, believe it or not, that still plays really well. That's still a good game. Other things we got here. Now these are text adventures, and text adventures. I should have planned this a bit more. I'll tell you what. We'll call it a day, maybe on the VIC-20. Maybe not. Actually, maybe not. Hang on. I've just got to sort this out because I want you to see the games quite clearly. So I'm just going to grab a table. There's one just over here. Do you know I'm in the messy room? It's got really bad because I've had to get loads of stuff out the living room. Okay. Oh, there they are. Look. Foldy tables. Right. Right. That's enough of me for the moment. I'm going to set you up so you're looking at the big 40-incher. Right. You see that? It's similar to what I was doing when I was feeding a video camera into the little monitor. Okay, so what have I stuck in there? That's Radar Rat Race. Right, so I'm going to take out, say, Mission Impossible. Well, I'm not sure if this will work first time. If a cartridge doesn't work, you've got to blow on it, believe it or not. Just give it a little blow. The tiny bit of moisture will allow you to allow it to work a lot of the time. Now this is very strange. You actually have to run a little system program. You see, that's because the cartridge doesn't work. Well, now I did have. See if I can borrow Adventureland. I think this might be in the first one actually. Just blow on it, tap it, cross your fingers, switch on. As I say, you won't tell straight away. This one is SYS. So with these computers, you'd switch them on and straight away you'd be in a basic programming language. There we go. Do you want to restore? You can save games onto tape. I'm in a forest, trees, north, south, east, west. That's all the directions you can go. A voice booms out, welcome to adventure number 1, Adventureland. In this adventure, you're to find treasures and store them away. To see how well you're doing, say, score. Remember, you can always say, help. What shall I do now? Okay, let's say, look. I see nothing special. I'm in a forest, trees, north, south, east and west. Go south. Let's see. You see, this is what it's all about. What shall I do now? Let's keep going south. Why not? Look. See, nothing special. You see, this is what it's all about, folks. Whoops, you see, it didn't put space in there. This is how adventure games started. Look. Still in a forest. You can see where this is heading, but you know, persist, something will actually happen. Right. So there's more of that. There's a bit of chess, there's all that now. You know I like the term seminal and authentic and sublime. There we are, 16K round pack on it. Going to put on, this was working earlier anyway, game that is all of those things. Now, what you'd have to do, you could type load. Actually, well, that's rewinding. 10, print, whoops, dear, typing skills. Print got to do space, I think. Print Johnny Pig, and if I remember rightly, if you put a colon afterwards, 20, go to, whoop, got to do space. It's really important. If you make one mistake when you're doing this stuff. Okay, so the program is first operation, print Johnny Pig with a semicolon, and 20 go to 10, run. There we go. What do you think of that? You know, why would you want to do that? Well, I say, why wouldn't you want to do that? Modern day computers are incredibly boring, as far as I'm concerned. Right. Whoops. Right, I'm just going to turn it off and on again. Quickest way to resolve things like that. Okay. Shift, run, stop, load, press pound, take. So, let's see what happens now. I'm sorry if this isn't interesting here, but the fact that this computer is about 30 years old now, 30, maybe 28 years old, and it still works. From early episodes you may remember I was beefing on about my PS3 that doesn't work, and that's only about 5 years old. Well, I fixed it again the second time. Oh, here we go, look. Can you see that? Can you see what's going to happen? Jetpack. Now, Jetpack was first released on the Spectrum. They said it couldn't be done on the VIC-20. They were wrong. So that's good. I mean, all this stuff, even if it didn't work, I'd want to keep it. I'm afraid to say, just to look at it and go, I used to have that. Well, no, I've still got it, sorry. It's for other people to come here, look around and go, I used to have that, I used to have that, I used to have that. Oh, I remember that. You see, it's equally important for other people to trigger their memories as it is for the fact that all this stuff has played a huge part in my life. Some might say I've wasted a lot of time on computer games and stuff, but then I can do that. See? Very, very... do that. I hope I can do this. You see? Cat-like reflexes, hand-eye coordination, very good. I've become an excellent lover due to those sort of things. Oh no, it hasn't loaded. Oh well, we won't see that then. It's just come up ready. You have to try it run, see what happens. Oh! It started loading again, but it's not supposed to do that. Oh, it's early days yet. Right, well, I think that's about it really. I don't think that is going to load. I've got a couple of cassette decks, so if that one's decided to go a bit funny, because their bands do go a bit rubber bands in them. Got rubber bands, they get a bit sort of hardened and unreliable. Oh well, I'm coming slowly to a halt. So anyway, this afternoon's good. I'm probably going to pop into UCA. I'm going to get my bike's tyres pumped up and get. Well, I've got two, one for me, one for my brother, and we're going to cycle down by the river and we're going to go up to UCA and we're going to see some really exciting stuff those guys have been working on. One of the installations features one of my Laserdisc players and an old VHS deck, so I'm really pleased that I'll be able to see those in a wonderful sound stroke performance installation. It's not. I think there's only one chance to see this performance, so I want to be there when it happens. Tarek, good luck, mate. Hopefully I'll make it for that. And that's it for today. I'd like to play out with some music, really. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Hang on. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll play out with a level of one of my favourite games on the VIC-20, Jupiter Lander. Let's see if that'll fire up. Yeah, you see, there's something wrong with it. There's something wrong with the screen. So let's try and get this lined up. I'm just going to bring the table in a bit more. There we are. There we are. That's all you need to see. Okay. I'm not going to mess around here.
Now all the tunes used in that are from different arcade games. So just the final thing to say is that a lot of games, arcade games, were copied on these computers, and but the music was copied and everything. No one cared those days. Those were sort of the lawless days when copyright wasn't so important. Some might say they were the halcyon golden days. See you, folks.